Morning. Right. Let's have a look. Today's song is London's Calling, so don't forget to look later on in the comment section and it will tell you what the message is. That's manners, mankind, human beings. We've got fourth house of home and family life. We've got Leo, heart and back, karma, and we've got Mercury, communication. Power struggles, probably. Emails, messages, social media. Pride. Today's card is the Leo card, which is already a connection. Well done, Spirit. So let's go then. Looks like it's a bigger issue than personal because it's about humanity as a whole. But it could be in the home about having, being more caring, being more human. So less technology maybe because of the Mercury being there. The Sun card means something coming to light, being exposed, or happiness, journeys, holidays, children. So the kids in the UK, or where I am, some of them already have, but have broke off for their summer holidays. So that would fit with today's energy. Hopefully we'll find it in the upright. And unfortunately it's not. So that means somebody's in the dark, being deliberately blocked in some way from their happiness. someone putting obstacles in your path. Fear. You've nothing to fear but fear itself. There's the Aries or Scorpio hawk there, but that could be an external energy. 8 weeks we've got there. Somebody not wanting to stand up for fear of what is there. Obviously they've been threatened and they've got ropes and a blindfold, but they're not tied with a knot. They'll slip off as soon as she stands up. She just daren't stand up. So being watched. There's the watchman on the wall there. Walls being put in your path, blockages. The white horse, there's born in the year of the horse and Kent. There is issues here of being blocked at every turn. It is time to take action for what you're passionate about. Again, there's the Aries and the Scorpio. Aries is about having the impetus to move forward on a new beginning, and Scorpio is about transforming your energy from negative to positive. Some are re-evaluating their lives, and Spirit don't care what you've done in the past. It's what you do now. Do what's right now. There's 7 years here, so this is a long time you've been looking at this tree. And it's not come to much, to be fair. However, it's 7, so you're more than halfway there. Don't be ungrateful for what you've got, or Spirit will take more from you. Don't feel unworthy, because you're not. You just have to trim away the branches that haven't got any fruit and wait for the next harvest, which will be better if you put the effort in to sever those branches. So severing ties with people, situations, whatever it is, to improve the situation, reevaluate. You won't have to start from scratch, but you will have to put some effort in. It is time to settle a long-standing problem. This has been hanging about for ages, and can you see again the hawk? This isn't going to go away. It needs to be settled. This is Joshua. This is the walls of Jericho. This is using your voice to bring positive energy to destroy the walls. Those walls that are keeping you trapped. There are experienced Capricorns. These are the people that always get to the top. Capricorns always succeed if they put the effort in. Or it is someone who's been adopted into your family. Or someone who is a big part of the family. William, sweet William, is important, either the flower or the name. This is someone possibly of a darker complexion, possibly in uniform, but this is someone who is a good friend and ally, and a very generous one. These people are speaking out. They're always successful. And then this brings happiness. This fills your cup. This gives you the peace that you need. Because nothing can grow in barren lands. So there is arguments with women. There's the hawk again. Aries and Scorpio energy. The poppies, the roses, infertility, stagnation, the military, May the 31st, November the 11th, agriculture, a bad harvest, like they said, and this year maybe because we've had a very lot of rain. It is mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. It's terminations of contracts, pregnancies, relationships, friendships. It is a negative energy. You cannot grow in a situation where you are being blocked, you are being put under fear, and nothing ever gets settled. This could be a mental prison of your own making. It isn't true. You think it is, you've told yourself it is for so long that there's no possible way through, but there is. So, let's see what it is. 1 month, peace and happiness. This Capricorn or this gentleman in uniform. A fresh start is what's required. Yeah, that's no check in the mail, no communications, parcels going astray, no child maintenance payments. It is a younger energy, possibly a child, in uniform. So school uniforms, possibly, but like I said, they're going on holiday. So for some of you, I don't know, some places you may have to pay for school fees. Maybe you haven't got money for that. There is very little, if any, improvements in finances and career. Stagnation. So if you want to grow, you are going to have to move on. And then we have Mother Very, Very Happy. So this all will depend, I suppose, on which side of the coin you're on, whether you take action or not. If you take action, there will be the chance of growth. A new, because we've got two gifts from Spirit there, of action and love. Two new beginnings. But you have to take action. And then there will be growth. If there's been a failed pregnancy of any kind, and I'm very sorry if that's true, there's a very good chance that there will be the chance of another. But there is, the reason I think it's happened is because the home life is not settled. So, there's something wrong. You're not in control. There may be problems with a vehicle, mechanical problems, speeding tickets, parking fines, emergency vehicles. Yeah, there's something coming between you and what you want. There could even be a collision here. Issues health-wise, maybe with the breasts and the abdomen. You're not invited to whatever this is. So it could be that, or you're unable to attend a celebration or a reunion or a get-together. We've got the Seven of Pentacles again. They're repeating all these cards. So that's the same thing. Life is not a competition or a race. You will get there, but you've got to pare away what no longer serves you. Yeah, there is a very real loss here. No conception of a new beginning unless you're prepared to take action. Yeah, there's a violent man or violence. There is an inadequate legal person spiritual person or doctor. So a violent man, a very violent man, and the name Michael. Unprotected. Don't leave yourself unprotected. Somebody's refusing to walk away and give up, which is good in some situations but not in others. We need to end this chapter and bring this to a close. So we've got the 19th, 20th and 21st. Something has to be brought to a conclusion in a positive way, or this is going to be a very hard place to be. So the females are very important. 3 and 30 is the only card in the major arcanas that we've got in the positive apart, but that's also in the negative. So it's the feminine that will make a difference. They have to change their minds. We have to take action to bring this world, mankind, to a positive end. So 19, 20, 21 and the 3 and 30. We are going to revisit a lot of issues that need to be concluded before we can grow. There's no growth. Spirit are helping us, they're giving us the gift, but we have to take it. Inheritances are, so we inherited this world and we are passing it on to the next generation. So we've got to make sure that it's fit for purpose. So it's a bigger message today than the usual, apart from that we have the 4th house there of Cancer, 7 or 25 in the negative. So we need to find balance. We need to overcome our addictions to a way of life, the old way of doing things, the outcome of a situation, gambling, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is. We have to have learned the lessons of a lifetime and bring balance back into this world. Hips, thighs, weight gain, weight loss, university study. 14, positive energy, coming out stronger on the other side. Yep, there is the shit stirrer back, the 5 of Swords. There is no doubt here that we are going to have to fight for what we want. 5 weeks. Those that stir the shit pot should be made to lick the stick, I'm afraid. It is violence, and with that violent man there, I don't like it. Very volatile next 5 weeks. But it will bring about the settlement of this long-standing problem. So it is the most important fight you will ever have. Again, the Joshua card. You need to bring those walls down. And the only way to do it, Joshua did Joshua's walls, Jericho's walls were brought down by the sound of his horn. You need to use your voice. Your voice is just as important as anyone else's. And the sound vibration of 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 voices on this planet will bring those walls down that are stopping us being happy. Because there are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. So don't wait for those. Pare away those branches, those that can't attend, those that won't be there for the celebrations. It's time to call it a day with them They're never going to see it from your point of view. A change is coming. A change for the better. We've just had a number 10. Change. So there's another one, it says. A change for the better. The wheel of fate is turning. And it's turning in our favour. There's the Scorpio energy. 21st of October, 21st of November. Too many people want to stay in the comfort zone. And that's not what you can do. You can't do that. No more sitting on the fence. You've got to come off it and you've got to synchronise. We've got synchronised swimmers. So stay in contact. Make sure that you're organised. But get off the fence and decide which way you're going. Because there's a new beginning waiting here. 19, 20, 21, 22. The Fool's Journey. You need to end one chapter before you can begin the next. You hold the key to your future. What's it going to be? And this is Dick Whittington. And this is very much about immigrants. Because Dick came to London, well, he left the village with everybody laughing at him behind his back. And when he got to London, it didn't turn out how he believed, because he'd been sold that lie that the streets of London were paved with gold. And he got there and he realised they weren't. So he worked hard and he got much respect and became the Lord Mayor of London. That is possible, but not without the respect. This is a new adventure for all of us. Feel the fear, do it anyway, and see what happens. Because there's the Scorpio energy, number 13 and 14. We have to end something to begin something new. So this is about bringing your walls down, using your voice, because if you don't, the outcome will not be what you want. So, mankind, manners. Heimdall, the watchman. So he's the one that stood watching over the wall. There he is. And the hawk. Look at that. You can't make it up. So, manners. The letter M is humankind. Men and women. All of the family of the human race. Fourth house. This is a big one. It is the faculty of foresight. The keen-eyed hawk. See the bigger picture. It's the ash and the elm. So the ash is Pisces, Aries, which we said, energy. And the elm is not in there. But I think we've talked about it before. I can't remember. So, the first humans were fashioned from the wood of the ash. Although any myth that relates to the doings of humankind can be said to be relevant to this rule, the acts of Heimdall, the god who stands between, something coming between you and what you want, like I said. So matter is the joy of mankind, and augmentation of dust and the odor of ships. So ships coming in or going out. Unfaithfulness. During his periods of wandering on the earth, Heimdall, in the guise of rigor, stayed overnight with 3 different women. All 3. There they are, and not happy about it. Married couples. In each case, he slept with the host's wife before moving on. In the fullness of time, 3 sons were born to these women. The first was named Thrall, the second Carl, so the name Carl could be important, and the third Jarl or Earl. These 3 men were the ancestors of our classes, Nordic society. Earl being the first and the noble, Carl being the warriors and the thrall, and the progenitor, the peasants, thus Heimdall. And they're all mentioned because the chariot is the aristocracy, that violent man is the warrior, and the rest of us are just the plain old peasants. So, Jarl was said to have been the father of Konor, the first king of Denmark. So, the appearance of manners always relates directly to you. It may signify your status, the way that others tend to perceive you. It also serves as a reminder that we are all products of our experiences, and urges you to take a good look at your own conduct before you go criticising those around you. The rune may well have further implications. It can reveal that you've been deluding yourself and that you are not the person that you thought yourself to be. So when this rune is prominent in your reading, it is time for a reassessment and an examination of your motives and aims. Equally, the motives of others should come under scrutiny, and you should ask some searching questions before you allow yourself to commit to anything binding. Don't sign anything, don't agree anything. Manners is not a rune of haste. So if there is an important decision to be made, take your time. Consult a trusted advisor. There are no trusted advisors, I'm afraid, because the card for the trusted advisor is in reverse. This has to be someone who's no interest at all whatsoever in this situation, which could be our friend here. Legal affairs and far-reaching decisions are likely, but this is not a reason to panic. If you slow down, look within yourself, it is likely that you will find the right solution. You must be aware, though, that someone close bears you ill will. Manners usually indicates an enemy, but this is not always so. For instance, some room readers suggest that it denotes male homosexuality or the nervousness and lack of courage that is the result of a life blighted by an overly strict father or a harsh authority figure, a bully. So, don't get involved with it. July 19th. Mercury, which we've got in the dice, trines Chiron. Venus trines Moon's North Node. A lovely day to get together with someone special. It's also a good day for progressive talks, visits somewhere healing. The Moon in Capricorn. There it is. Our friend the Moon. Capricorn. So 4th house is the home and family life. It's about the place you dwell, the way you was brought up. A home is not a home without fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. Ancestral lines, the colour red, home, parents, childhood, inherited patterns, family environment, upbringing, and the world. So your culture, where you came from, respected Mercury and Leo, sorry. Creative communications, confident, strong-minded, don't be boastful, don't be prejudiced, and don't be conceited. Mercury in Leo forms firm opinions quickly and holds on to them. This is the natural performer or show-off. So they don't know what they're talking about. So if you're listening to someone bragging today, especially if they're a Leo, or they say they know what they're talking about, they don't. Because we've got the Leo in reverse. That's confusion and blockages. Oh, there it is, Aries. The 13, the transforming energy. The impetus needed, that spark that's needed to move us forwards. But if we use too much of it, it becomes the bully. So 13, it is needed. So all you Aries that were told when you was a kid, shut your mouth, keep quiet, stop causing trouble. Now's the time for you to step up and use that energy, but in a positive way. There may be something going on with Queen Camilla. But somebody is a natural warrior and they are needed now. It's okay to push, just do not push too hard. Be the dynamic trailblazer. Aries is the fire of creation. You are creating something new. The masculine and the feminine together create. Since they are impatient, they are also blunt and to the point. They make no effort to pretend to be something other than they are, which in their eyes is number one. Everyone needs to understand that. Arians tend to be genuine people who are not into playing games. They like matters to move fast. Since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it's represented by the primal human, one who must protect and defend. Aries people are highly ambitious and want to accomplish things quickly in a no-nonsense way. Competition is what Aries is all about, but life is not a competition. Many feel the need to compete even when the other party does not. This is the warrior. It means being always on the defensive. Be ready for action. Be alert, be aware. The Aries is always a catalyst of using force. It's not a peacemaker. And that's why in peacetime, these people are demonized. But if you're going to war, you need an Aries by your side. When this card turns up, expect things to move fast, for there's no time to take it step by step. It will all be a mad leap, but don't be afraid, you have to make that leap. It is a time of testing your will. You will work best in situations where you make your own decisions. What did I say? Don't be asking any of them because they're in the wrong. And do not act as an underling. You are as good as anyone else in this world. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish what you started, which is what we need to do. Finish what we started. Be responsible, be disciplined in all that your actions. You will want to get things done and forge ahead. Well, we've been put through the forge there. Do not buckle under the drama and trivialities of others, because they will try and put blockages in your way. They will try and say things to you to stop you taking action. They're Leo, the walls. Most of the leaders of the world have got Leo on the chart. This card marks a period where you will need to be forceful and headstrong. You can now forge ahead in a direction or path that you have the vision and energy to do so at this time. In love, you will want to take the lead. You may attract spontaneous and enthusiastic lovers. Be ready to reach new plateaus. There may be opportunities for more than one lover. Be advised to think beyond acting with aggression, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom. If you are getting into any sort of altercation, especially with a female, make sure it's recorded, because, not saying that fellas don't do it, but women can be very deceitful. However, avoid being quick-tempered, because when this card turns up, there is a need for caution. Be steady and measured, not hot-blooded. So be like the Jedi, wait for them to come to you and then finish it. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive in the concerns of others, since you will want to move fast and strong without thinking things through. You may find yourself running into walls. You will not want to compromise right now, but you may have to. Sometimes it's best to let bygones be bygones and then walk away. Let it go. Any fighting or conflict will not serve you at this time. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse, but you do have to defend yourself. Care must be taken to not be foolish or rash. However, it is time to work for a cause, get things started. Just make sure you finish what you started, which is what we said, the start of this settlement of a long, very, very long-standing problem. And number 10, what did I say? The 10's there again, but now it's in the upright. The tree spirits are given the strength to grow and have stability, which is what she's doing when she's in the upright. So, the tree spirit is an amazing ally. It symbolises strength and groundedness. So there he is. Where's he gone? Oh man, there he is. Strength and groundedness. By showing us how to put down roots, which creates a strong platform for anything to grow well. Trees teach us to grow in a sustainable manner. Slow and steady wins the race. They never rush anything. If they come across obstacles, they simply work around them slowly and overcome them. So this is the balance that they're talking about. We have to take that passion and that aggression and temper it with slow, steady, grounded actions. So the two balance each other out. So it may be someone, a friend, is your what you need to keep you on the straight and narrow. They never rush anything, and if they come across these obstacles, these walls, they simply work around them slowly and overcome them. We have to grow more of our own. Don't care what anybody says. Grow your business sustainably. Do things in a sustainable manner that will not burn you out. Because there's no point in having the money if you can't spend it. I call on them when I feel vulnerable or overwhelmed and ask for the strength and healing and guidance, and they never let me down. When was the last time you sat under a tree? When was the last time you tried to connect to a tree? Maybe never. How do we connect? Simply by being in their presence. Ask for their help, their guidance, find imagery of how, that's how they connect. So have your eyes closed and take notice of images that come to you. Sometimes it will be a whole story they send you, like a daydream. Find out what it means. That's your job. By drawing this card, the trees are reaching out to you. Is there a tree you can sit under and be in the presence of? Can you go to some gardens or somewhere quiet with the trees and really present with them? Whatever they say, they are trying to tell you right now, they always work from a place of calm and quiet. They move slowly and steadily. So this itself may be the answer you seek. The tree is like the legendary wild tree of many different civilizations, keeps the world bound together, but our tree is looking sad, so we've got to do something about it. If we cut down all those trees because they haven't given us 1 year of crop, instead of pruning them and nurturing it, so that we get a better crop next year. So as you give out, so you receive. If we were to cut down every tree on earth, the links would be severed. The veils are thinning due to the amount of logging. So it's vitally important that we look after the trees so to compete with the CO2 in every way possible. Find organisations that help replant trees or work to stop unnecessary logging. Be active in your community in looking after sacred trees, or even pay special attention to any that you have in your home. Because if the tree blooms, so shall you. The Celtic Tree Calendar is a great place to start with learning more about the trees and what they have to offer. This was life-changing for some, and this is about to change your life, whatever this is. Oh, number 6. So, the All Father, the Green Man, if you like. I think it may be Langostad, not sure. No, just the God. So God. The God. The horned God is a divine masculine power. So we've got Mum and Dad now. So we've got Mum and Dad in spirit. They are sending you a clear message. The divine masculine power found in the wild things of nature. The elemental cycles of life and death. That's what they're talking about. This is it. It's life and death. It's a crucial thing. He is the embodiment of the vital life force. His pose in this card is 1 foot on the ground, so he stays grounded, as does our friend there. His poise in the card is 1 foot on the ground, signifies his readiness to leap forward. There he is. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. He holds aloft the torque, the symbol. There it is. Of leadership and benign rule, for he is the Lord of the beasts, who protects all living creatures. Now the Lord of the beasts, some say, is the lion. So that could be England, but there is some issues being putting blocks in the way for the lion, and Kent. You must take command of this situation with confidence and benefice. If leadership is offered to you, accept it with humility and without false modesty. Take care to respect those who look to you for protection. Virility, leadership, protection. It looks like we are about to have a whole new leader. And 6 will be the clue. I am under the protection of the horned God. Where do you need to speak up for injustice? It's time to use your voice. The vibration will bring down those walls. So now we have 23. So we've got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 5 days. This is the Sorcerer's Violet. Oh my God, what did I say about Violet? There was some mention in the early stages of the Trump shooting of a Mark Violet, and we've been getting violets for a very long time, haven't we? So its Latin name is I'll read it out the book because it's not too small, that one. So 23. So the next 5 days could be crucial. The Sorcerer's Violet. Apocryphena, I can't say that, Vinca. The planets, moon. We've got the moon. Capricorn moon, haven't we? Venus, which is love. Jupiter, which is abundance. And Saturn, which is truth. Water and earth making mud for the solid foundations of a building. So we are creating. The Sorcerer's Violet is an often forgotten ally because it creeps along in low places and is hidden until the purple flowers bloom. The plant's characteristics point to its uses in magic. The small but beautiful flower looks like a 5-pointed whirling star and is used in magic to open our psychic powers. As a vine, sometimes known as the tomb vine, it reaches out, grasps, and binds, and has been used in both protection spells and love magic, particularly to draw or connect to a lover or to rekindle or reclaim an old one. The plant can be used to connect with deceased loved ones and reflects the idea of eternal love reaching from beyond the grave. The famed occultist Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa associated with Sorcerer's Violet with the star of Polaris, the North Star. It is time for you to fulfill your destiny, indicating it confers a level of steadiness and guidance when we feel lost. This hidden ally, found creeping upon the forest or garden floor, helps us perceive that which is hidden and subtle. The 5-petaled flower is usually purple, which aligns spiritually with our psychic eye. Our brow center, where we can perceive subtle and spiritual forces. Sorcerer's Violet help you see and feel things more clearly, awakening your psychic powers to a greater degree, showing you what has always been around you, but beyond your normal notice. The ability to perceive auras, spirits, and particularly the dead improves. The nature of Sorcerer's Violet is opening, but also keeping you grounded and stable. It is a low-growing vine. Its spirit aids us against opening up too much or too quickly as a psychic, preventing us from becoming ungrounded and unhealthy. The 5-petaled nature of flowers like the pentagram can provoke psychic shield or filter from harmful energies and magic directed toward us, intentionally or inadvertently. It can help protect us from ourselves. These qualities make us naturally more proficient in all forms of magic or sorcery, and our words and thoughts are spells. Hence the name. In healing work, this magical vine will heal current and past life memories when we have abused our natural magical abilities and done harm to others, particularly coercive love magic. So, the Sorcerer's Violet will present when we need to protect ourselves from harm by laying low, paying attention, or when we really need to reflect upon the harder lessons of the past before making our next move. Beloved ancestors could be giving us information on how to proceed, but we must listen. And lessons of past loves, lessons learned, might apply to our current situation. Now I see things clearly. So there is a lot more people that have woken up recently. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. We leave those who will never see behind. I see things clearly. I remain grounded and I experience new things. So stay grounded, stay your foundations, you root yourself, but you have to take on this new adventure for the sake of mankind. This was a lot deeper than I expected it to be, so remember the song, London's Calling, The Clash. Thanks for listening, bye.